Hi, hello, and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Marty's Minute Meditations. If you enjoy Marty's Minute Meditations, please consider becoming a martyr for manhood and donating monthly. Up until October 27th, Marty has a special offer going on. If you become a patron through Patreon, and you give $5 or more a month, you will get a personalized video message from Marty. That's right, Marty will send you a message, a video message. You'll see Marty's face. You'll hear his voice. You will encounter his spirit. Okay? That sounds like a pretty special offer to me. So please visit Patreon. Become a monthly donor today. If you don't want to become a monthly donor, that's okay. You can donate one time through Marty's PayPal account or his Buy Me a Coffee account. All those links will be in the description, including a link to Marty's new website, martysminute-meditations.com. You can see everything that Marty's working on, and then you could also send a message to Marty. You can message Marty. Wouldn't that be lovely? So stop by the website. Take a look. Take a journey through the website. Just experience it. Take it in. Right? Have a great time. Also, if by the end of this episode you feel invigorated by the spirit of humanity, please make a donation to the Loveland Foundation. The Loveland Foundation focuses on giving therapy and counseling to women and girls of color. And you know what Marty thinks? Marty believes that you can't have a healthy outside without the healthy insides, right? Mental health is part of the healthy insides. If you're a new listener, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of this boat, of this journey across the ocean of the unknown, the ocean of questions, of uncertainties, right? It's scary, I understand. It takes bravery. And those of you who are joining, who are jumping on, it's very courageous. That takes some courage. So really pat yourself on the back there. Pat yourself on the back and be proud of yourself that you have that courage and that bravery to hop on this boat and go into the unknown. Right? To all you old listeners, thanks for coming back. Thank you for continuing to be courageous, to be brave, to put yourself out there. You know, you may get a lot of sunburn from the sun on this ocean. Right? We're out to sea. Right? But the benefits are so great. Right? And you know that as old listeners. That's why you come back. Right? To take this journey with Marty. You know, now's your opportunity. You could message Marty all you like. Right? Send him a message. What's working? What's not working? You know, that's a really interesting question for Marty to face. To be courageous, to face those questions and those critiques. Marty's brave. Marty's courageous. Marty could take it. Okay? So send me an email. Send me a message. How's this trip going so far? What's the water like? What's this journey been like? Wow. It's interesting for Marty to take the next step of this relationship, this community building, right? To open up his ears to you because you've opened your ears to Marty. That's really special, and Marty's really thankful for that you've taken this journey with him thus far. So now it's time for Marty to open up his ears to all those listeners out there. So send me a message, right? Now, without further ado, let's begin today's episode of Marty's Minute Meditations. Do you hear that? That's the energy coming from down below. That's something sacred, powerful, pure. And it's coming from inside you. It's truly a gift given to you. It's something we all have. Men, women, non-gender conforming individuals. We all have an energy that comes from down below. An energy that can lead us to be ashamed of ourselves, to feel guilty, lost, unsure of who we are or where we're going. It's a very powerful energy. And if it's not treated right, it can cause us great grief. Marty, what are you talking about? What energy are you talking about? Where's all this coming from? What do you mean? I'm talking about the sexual energy that comes from down below. An energy that doesn't always need to be used for sex. It's something very powerful. But it can create a problem for us. But it can create a lesson for us. Do you find that your vision becomes hazy? Do you sometimes feel frozen, caught in the grasp of that sexual energy? Do you feel like you get caught in a fog? Almost like you have trouble seeing what the next step in your life is. Do you feel lost in that heavy mist, unable to see clearly until you open up the floodgates and release all of that tension? That's the energy taking over. That's what Marty likes to call the erotic haze. Maybe you're going about your day. Maybe it's a regular old day, right? You wake up, you get dressed, you have a little breakfast. Right? You say goodbye to everybody. Maybe it's your roommate, your wife, your kids, your dog. You walk out that door, you drive to work, listen to some music. You're not thinking about anything. Just the music, just the morning. What a beautiful day it's going to be. How easy the drive is to work for some reason. How delicious that breakfast was. How satisfied you feel with life. Maybe that's all you're thinking about. Then you show up to work, say hi to everybody. Oh, Dana's leading a meeting. Go, everybody in the conference room. Dana's leading a meeting. Oh, okay. You walk into the conference room. You're just happy to see everybody that you're working with. Even the people you don't like. You're pretty happy, right? Dana starts a presentation. You know, you're listening intently. Bars, graphs, numbers, letters, income, outcome. You know, all those important words that you hear at meetings, right? You're hearing all those words. You hear them, you see it, right? All of a sudden, Dana looks at you. Maybe it's just a glance. Maybe it's just a passing glance. That's all it is. No meaning to it. She's looking at you because she's leading this meeting. And all of a sudden you get caught in her eyes. You get caught in that energy that Dana has. She's great energy. She's a beautiful woman. Hard worker. Right? A real go-get-em lady. She always shows up to work all done up. She's truly breathtaking. She really catches your eye. Now all of a sudden, you feel like you've been overtaken by this energy. This energy rises up from below. It comes up and it clouds your vision. All of a sudden, you can't see the graphs, you can't see the bars, the numbers. You can't even hear them. It's like you're wearing earmuffs. All your senses become overwhelmed by this energy, by this power. Feel like you can't focus. What do you do? What are you doing? Right? All of a sudden, you're imagining that she's coming up to you, touching your body, kissing you on the cheek, and then all of a sudden, in your imagination, you're engaged sexually with her. Dana's trying to give you the numbers. Dana's trying to give you a rundown of the quarter. And all you can think about is your body's making contact. Because that energy, it's fogging up your vision, right? That erotic haze is getting in the way of who you are, who you truly are, who you truly could be. After the meeting, Dana comes up to you. She goes, hey, what'd you think of the meeting? Well, what'd you think? Any feedback? But you don't remember what she says. You should have been listening to Dana's presentation. Maybe that's why she keeps complaining to HR that the men on her team don't listen to her. It's not that you don't, it's that you can't. You're constantly sucked into the erotic haze. It overtakes you. It consumes you. Dana's a team player. She wants what's best for the company, for her career, for her coworkers, and all you can think about are her breasts bursting out of her top. That's all you can contribute. You're a real team player. Dana wants your input, and all you can think about is putting it in her. You feel ashamed. You feel trapped. You go to the bathroom, pat some cold water on your face, hoping to shock yourself out of this haze. Now you're frustrated. You're angry. It's consumed your emotions. You walk out of the bathroom. Dan's there. Oh, hey, how's your day? You don't even respond to him. You just want to punch him in the face, and you don't know why. Why the rage? Why the anger? It's the erotic haze taking control of you. Marty knows what that's like. Marty knows. Marty understands the issue of the erotic haze. Sometimes you're at a yoga class, right? Sometimes you're at a yoga class. You're stretching. You're warming up. The women have those beautiful skin-tight yoga pants on. That energy comes up from within you. Energy that would be better spent on this yoga class, but now all of a sudden you're just daydreaming about these beautiful bodies, their beautiful energy. Marty's been lucky enough to be able to control the erotic haze, to maintain it. Marty doesn't feel overwhelmed anymore by that energy. He's learned to use it to his advantage, right? So if Marty was in that situation with Dana, if Marty saw her breasts coming out of her shirt, those calves, those beautiful toned calves, because she's wearing, a skirt, right? So you could see her calves. She's wearing those high heels, so her calves are really accentuated. Marty doesn't have a problem with that. Marty's, a woman has every right to wear whatever she wants, And that's why Marty learns to control the erotic haze, because it's not her responsibility. It's Marty's responsibility to give her the respect that's due. Marty's not going to let the erotic haze get in the way of that. Marty's not going to let the erotic haze get in the way of, her beautiful lips. That little smile she has when she talks to you. Maybe she, caresses your arm here and there. Dana's really personable. She knows how to communicate. She knows how to, make you listen. She gets a little close to you. You feel her energy close. And you don't know what to do with it. Right? But no, Marty does. Marty knows. Marty knows what to do. Maybe sometimes in the break room, she comes up behind you and whispers in your ear, hey, how's it going? She's just personal like that. Doesn't mean anything. Maybe you feel that haze emerge. You feel that vision get all clouded, but not Marty. No, not Marty. Marty doesn't let it get in the way of his work. Maybe you're sitting at your desk and you're right next to her desk, and sometimes she comes up and emerges from behind the dividers. She rests her breasts on the divider, and her cleavage is very prevalent. You feel like You don't know what to think anymore. You don't even remember what you were doing before that, right? You don't even remember what work you were doing. You get distracted, but Marty, no, not Marty. No, Marty just nods his head and turns back to his work and just gets back to whatever he was doing. Sometimes he doesn't remember, so he just tries to make it up. Sometimes he brings up a blank Word document and just starts typing words. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What do I do? I feel so distracted. Who am I? What's going on? Right? Maybe you do that, but not Marty. Marty doesn't do that. Marty remembers what he's doing. Marty remembers what's going on, right? Maybe she feels like you're not giving her enough attention, so she comes out from behind her divider and comes into your little cubicle. She doesn't have a skirt on anymore. Why doesn't she have a skirt on? Now you realize that you're fully in the erotic haze. Oh my gosh, this energy has absconded your reality. You don't even know what to think anymore. Is Dana really in my cubicle without a skirt on? What am I doing? She comes up to you and she touches your leg. You feel distracted. Not Marty, though. No, Marty fully realizes that he's in a dream. He's in a daydream trance. He's locked in, caught, all worked up. And all of a sudden, you've been teleported to this deserted island. You and Dana are both naked. In this paradise. You're caught up in it. You don't know what's going on. Marty knows it's a daydream. Marty knows it's a daydream. You're caught up in it. You don't know what's happening. It's that erotic haze. It's that erotic haze creating a new reality. You're losing track of yourself. You're losing who you are. Just see your body. And it comes to yours and sorry, I just, what was I doing? Where was I? Right, Dana. So you shake yourself out of there, but you're so overwhelmed by the energy. So you know you have to leave. You break out of your cubicle and run past Dana. You make a beeline for the elevator. Press the button, the doors open. You head inside.
6th floor.
Go, where am I gonna go? You're so overwhelmed. You're still so hazy, your vision's still cloudy. So you go where no one will know your name. 2nd floor accounting.
2nd floor.
You go into the 2nd floor bathroom so you can release that energy that is building up inside you. Your vision clears and you feel yourself come back. But you feel ashamed. You feel like you're weak. You feel like you've given in. You don't feel like you've tamed that energy. You feel ashamed that that's the only way you could get rid of that energy. The only way you could channel it. Because it just feels so overwhelming, right? And instead of facing that energy, asking it what it wants, you just get rid of it. Right? The 2nd floor bathroom. Right next to accounting. Maybe you're home alone and you feel it rise up. You're just sitting watching a little television. All of a sudden you get distracted. That energy rises up. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the morning and it's already present. You're already frustrated. You're angry because that energy has commandeered your body. Why? Maybe you're on the bus and you get all riled up. You have to release to get rid of that haze. You're looking for the nearest place to be alone so you could take care of it. It's frustrating. It's shameful, maybe it feels like. Maybe it feels shameful. But don't feel guilty. It's totally natural. But that's the erotic haze, right? The erotic haze Haze is the vision. Haze is the body. It gets lost. It even takes Marty. But Marty has the practice. He knows what he's doing, right? He knows. Even when he gets a little bit lost. Like, I know you think he got lost there, but he didn't. He was pretending to do it so that you can understand what it feels like, what it seems like, right? So you don't feel alone when it happens. Marty doesn't want you to feel alone here. Marty doesn't want you to feel like Marty's better than you or above you. Marty experiences the same things. He just has a lot more practice with it. Marty has more experience with it. But he knows. He knows all those options. He also knows the opposite of it. Because that erotic haze could be used to your advantage. Maybe you're out. You're out on a date. You're sitting across from somebody wonderful, beautiful. They take you home. Right? Getting more comfortable. You're getting closer to each other. One thing leads to another and you're in the bedroom. You have this opportunity to engage emotionally with this individual. You have this opportunity to be a part of this individual. But for some reason, you just don't have the energy for it. Your body is just not listening. Your manhood isn't stepping up and taking action. Why? And all you're saying is, wow, I really wish this erotic haze would come. Where's this erotic haze when I need it? Go into the bathroom, splash cold water on your face. Look yourself in the mirror, you go, come on, where's that energy, where's that power? Get back in the bedroom, and what happens? You still can't perform as a man. Where did it go? Where did that energy go when you needed it? Is it because you're scared? You're scared of the power of that energy when it matters. And maybe you become so overwhelmed with embarrassment, shame. You just pick up all your clothes and you run out the door. You run to the elevator, right? Push that button, the door's open, you run into that elevator.
6th floor.
Just go, what's wrong with me? Why? I just don't understand this energy. Shouldn't you be in control of your body? Shouldn't you be in control of this erotic haze?
1st floor.
It's like the haze got in the way again. But it took a different form. It takes away your focus, your opportunity for joy, right? That's not great. Remember that erotic haze can do wonders for you. Maybe you get in the haze because you're running from something true within yourself. Running from the fear of love, of intimacy. Maybe you see that person you love. See them. Maybe they don't see you the same way. Maybe they don't love you back. Maybe they moved on. Maybe they invade your dreams and you're so afraid to face the fact that you might still love them. Maybe that's why the erotic haze comes in. Maybe it's trying to protect you from the pain you think you'll feel. Ask yourself, why do you get caught in the haze? Go, why do I get caught in the haze? Why am I lost in the haze of eroticism? Is it because I'm denying a love for somebody? It's because I'm bored with life. It's because I'm frustrated with myself, anxious. There's so many reasons to get caught in the erotic haze these days. For the men out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. Don't feel ashamed of it. Don't feel guilty about it. It's totally natural. Don't worry. Just be true to who you are and listen to yourself. What happens when the haze comes in? Do you do bad things? wrong things, things that make you feel naughty. Maybe they're not bad, but they just are. So for today's meditation, I want us to come face to face with that energy, with that sexual energy that causes us this erotic haze. I want you to walk into the elevator of your mind.
Top floor. Brain.
Close those doors and push the button that leads you to the floor where all that sexual energy is harnessed. It's in that sub-basement. A lot of people don't want to go down there, right? The sub-basement, that's where all the water damage is. Right? All the creepy crawlies, the spiders, the centipedes. No one likes to go down there, but this time, you have to. You have to take that breath and go down. So push that button. And as that elevator goes down, deeper and deeper and deeper into the abyss. Into the abyss of your spirit, of your soul, into the darkness. That sub-basement. You feel yourself getting hotter and hotter. Start to sweat. Start to feel that steam rise up. That haze comes in through the elevator doors. Right before they slide open.
Bottom floor. Sub-basement.
That sub-basement. Real hazy, real steamy. It's where the water heater is, right? It's where all the mechanical things that keep the rest of everything running going on. You feel that energy, you sense it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of that energy. You feel the heat on your skin as you drip sweat, but don't be afraid. You're braver than that. Remember that this is your floor. The structure in which it lies is you. It's a part of you. It's not separate from you. Don't be afraid. Step in, feel that heat on your face. Don't let it consume you. Walking in. Remember that it's your friend. Maybe hard to deal with. This friend may be intense. They may be ready to go and get him, right? It's that go and get him attitude it has. But don't let it consume you. Don't let it allow you to make bad choices. To make choices that you'll be ashamed of. Walk in. Call out. Go, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. What emerges from that haze? Who is it? What's your sexual being? What does it look like? Right? Does it look just like you? Or maybe with a fire in their eyes? Does it look like a dog? It's foaming at the mouth. Or maybe, just maybe, it looks like a goddess with her hand out, asking you to come in. Isn't that lovely? You start to feel that heat inside. Because even though she's reserved, even though she's not going right at you, she's not rabid like the dog, but she still makes you feel that way. Because she's filling you with the passion of life. Isn't that good? Isn't that a great thing? This goddess is filling you with this passion of life. She just wants you to feel it. She wants you to feel that passion, that love for existence, for being here. Because you should be so lucky to lay your eyes on their milky skin. Maybe it's not milky, maybe it's caramel. Maybe it's ivory. Maybe it's a dark, smooth charcoal. Who knows? You, the goddess, can inhabit any kind of color, texture. Isn't she beautiful? For you ladies out there, maybe it's a god. Ooh. We don't get that. We don't get that perspective much, right? The god. That handsome, beautiful man. Any color, texture, skin, right? Reaching his hand out, maybe he gets you all worked up. Right? Maybe he gives you that wet ass pussy. Maybe he gives you that. Maybe he gives you that full, vibrant, wet ass pussy. I don't know. I'm afraid to say it, right? It's just so, ooh. To see this god, this goddess reaching out, they want you to feel the purity of that energy. Take their hand. And if it's that rabid dog that's foaming at the mouth, reach your hand out. Let it know that you're safe. Maybe that rabid dog comes closer. It's curious. It's sniffing. It smells you. Right? It's a little hesitant. But you know that it's riled up. It wants something. It wants to be respected. It wants you to make it man's best friend. And it approaches you. As you reach your hand out, sniffs your hand. Right? Just think. It's okay. I'm safe. I can tame you. I can tame this animal. I could tame this beast and make it my best friend. And you look in its eyes. Hold on. You look in its eyes. You see that it's a loving being. It doesn't want to go out there and bite people. It doesn't want to go out there and bark at people. No. It just wants to be seen as the true miracle that it is. You gently reach your hand out. Don't go too quick. Don't go too quick. Because it's still foaming at the mouth. It's still an animal. It's still ready for you. You reach your hand out and just keep letting it sniff it. And you just go right under its little snout. And you just pet under there. It's okay. It's okay. You're just trying to tame it. Maybe it's a little cautious. Maybe it pulls its head back. It's all right. Look in its eyes again. Let it know. Let it know that you and it are the same thing. Because aren't you? You have the beast inside. You have the beast inside that you can tame. Don't let the haze overcome you. Don't let it manipulate you and possess you. Because you're in this together. You're in this together. And finally, that rabid dog sits down. It's listening to you. You have that power to contain that power. Just pet that dog. Pet that dog. Don't give in. Don't give in to the wild nature of it. It could do so much for you if you find its power. embraced by the god or the goddess. Let it take you in and hold you, remembering that power also holds within it a deep sensuality with life. How do you carry that sensuality through your day? When you're cooking eggs, it's like having sex. You're looking out the window with your morning cup of coffee and making love to the world. It doesn't have to be all sensual. Sometimes it could get a little nasty in life, right? Maybe you're walking down the street, just walking down the street every step. Pardon my language for this, but you're fucking the world by just being there. Wow, Marty. That's intense. And it is, and it can be. Isn't that beautiful? Every action through life can be this wild sexual adventure without ever touching your lingam or your yoni. Without them ever entering the circumstance. They're there, they're tame, they're full of energy and power. For you. The haze can make us our own worst enemy. Sometimes you could sense it. When did I go wrong? When did the haze consume me? When did I get lost in it? Marty ruined it, right? Marty's the problem. Marty did bad. Marty was a bad boy. Like that rabid dog. You just let him go out there and bark his way through life. Bad boy, Marty. Bad. Bad. Sometimes Marty needs to be reprimanded. Bad. Bad. Bad, Marty. Stop it. No. No, Marty. Bad. Sometimes you need to use your power, your discipline to train that dog. Bad. Bad, Marty. Bad. Right? Sit. How can Marty fix this? Marty has to fix this.